Hey, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining us for another episode of I Don't Know Who I Am, What's Going On, Where We Are, or anything else. Hopefully, you've enjoyed this break from the delightful GMing style of Sir Micah. But if not, fear not, this won't go on much longer. Running two games at one time is much more difficult than I had anticipated. I believe it is because of my small children. But even so, we are inching our way towards the end. Hopefully today we will be feeding our way, or perhaps quarter miling our way. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to see. Yes, as Sam said, the the buzzer doesn't work and the points are meaningless. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to get started, and people are going to be making some guesses, and we'll see how it goes. But hopefully you're having fun, and we look forward to getting things back to the original game sometime in the near-ish future. All right. So we got some rolls. Micah Gorman Cobalt is the only one who's rolled so far.
Oh, what am I rolling? A d20?
Yep.
You don't just get a roll initiative?
Here's the roll for
I mean,
Jack.
I guess you could.
I have a great
2
initiative
7.
bonus.
Nice.
Jack
All right.
rolled a 7. So did me,
7!
and so did Azuria. Holy crap.
Triple 7.
And so did you again when you decided 5 wasn't good enough.
No, I rolled that for Jack.
Oh. Okay.
I
Because
got high
someone had,
deck,
to
I
roll,
win.
someone had to roll for
I was gonna
Jack.
put
Can it
mine
be-
anyway. But all right, we're gonna go. We'll just go in order. Maury, me, Azuria, Gormand, and for Jack's character, we can now have Amber Rhodes. So, okay.
Amber Rose,
So it'll be
take me
it's
home.
six guesses tonight, guys.
To the ring where I belong.
Sorry, when you name somebody Rhodes, that song's gonna come up.
Totally fine. My current standing for inspiration, Azuria has 5, Amber has 5, Meep has 1, Maury's character has 1, and Gormand has 8. So, go ahead, Maury. Do you want to guess anything?
So let's see here. I want to guess. Is my dexterity a 0 modifier?
It is.
Nice.
Oh, one of the kids is running around.
Is my strength a +1?
Normally, yes.
Normally.
You have your holy healer's hands of the stone giant watcher. So with those on, it's not that.
Is my strength a 12
Yes.
specifically? Okay. How many guesses do I have left?
Three more.
Okay. Might as well guess for Constitution because that's the only one I haven't gotten yet. Is it a +1 modifier?
Is it not?
+2?
It is +2.
It is?
It is.
Nice. Oh, I haven't guessed for charisma either. Is my Constitution a 14?
Your Constitution is a 14. That's all your guesses. Okay, Maury, When last we left off, you guys were in the process of deciphering the tracks, and the guess is that it goes into either the large tunnel or the smaller, more animal-sized tunnel. If only you were playing Thicket right now. But you're much larger than Thicket in this current body form.
Did we want to try to go through the guesses first and then start taking turns, or
We can do that. Let's do that.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
we get
Sounds good.
kind of
All right.
distracted going back and forth?
That's fine. Sam, ask about Meep.
Charisma modifier plus half your paladin spell. Is my charisma modifier a +1?
Hold on, my girls are screaming. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What are some locations in Louisiana? Never mind, I got it.
Baton Rouge.
French Quarter.
That's the only one I know.
The big giant sinkhole. There are a lot of sinkholes in Louisiana.
New Orleans.
Oh yeah, New Orleans. I knew that one too.
Which quarter? It's the
I
southwest.
said the French Quarter,
French.
which is a section. It's a section of New Orleans.
What's the capital of New Orleans? Not
Baton
New
Rouge.
Orleans, of Louisiana. Baton Rouge. That's why I know that
Mhm.
one. This is the capital.
Hmm.
All I know about New Orleans is Mardi Gras and the War of 1812.
What about the Louisiana Purchase?
Well, I mean, that was all of Louisiana.
All
Not
of
just New Orleans.
Louisiana. Oh, you mean New Orleans? Okay.
I said New Orleans, not Louisiana.
Okay, I misunderstood. I see.
I know marginally more about Louisiana. The only other thing I really know about Louisiana is the locals call it Louisiana, so. Which is fitting, because they kind of lost, the battles in the War of 1812.
All right, I give up.
What?
I was trying to write like a parody of Country Roads, but Amber Roads, but I can't come up with anything. It was a failed attempt. I couldn't get anything besides like Amber Roads, take me home to the ring where I belong. And that's literally it. That's all I could think of. To the ring instead.
I don't get too far with parodies either, to be honest. Parodies are hard.
It's very
Weird Al's
difficult.
We capitalize on a market no one ever knew that we needed it until it happened.
This is true.
The funny thing is, a lot of Weird Al songs, I knew of the Weird Al version before I knew the original.
Honestly, same, but that's just because I was sheltered.
Yeah.
Same. And I grew up listening to country. So.
Do you want
I
to listen to Little Big Town?
I did.
Little Big Town wasn't really a band when I was growing up.
Well, you're alive.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
don't
just
really
like,
listen. I don't
asking
listen.
if you've ever listened to it ever.
I have. Oh, I thought you meant like when I was growing up. Think I have. I don't know. I'm horrible with band names, but also I don't listen to modern country, so like I don't listen to the radio anymore. I can't stand modern country. It's just kind of pop with twang.
It's been
Yeah.
corporatized.
Yeah.
There are a few good artists that, if you look around, you can find some really good stuff and people that sound like old country, but
There are a couple.
it's
There are a
relatively
couple old
few.
ones, but most of them are not quite there. I much prefer 90s country.
90s and early 2000s. I've got a few playlists I go through periodically, listening to those.
Well, you know.
It's a good time.
Anything from the 50s to the 90s, I'll listen to pretty regularly.
That is a large
early
variety of styles of country between the 50s
Oh, yeah.
to the 90s. That
The older the better.
I like
There are a
the
few
guy.
gems from the late 90s, early 2000s, but
I don't know if it's technically country, but no, I think it's folk. The guy
What?
who's from Appalachia, who's adopted
Appalachia.
Appalachia.
yeah, it's Appalachia.
Um,
Who are you talking about? Guy from
Let's
Appalachia who's adopted is pretty wide.
yeah. No, let me find him.
Can you name a song?
He recently came out one with Rust, called Rust, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Or you can't?
No.
Oh, because that's the song called Rust that came out last year.
No, it was. I don't know if this was even actually released yet. I think
Are you
it's
talking
in
Walker
pre-save.
Montgomery?
No. Monrovia.
Monrovia?
Mm-hmm. I think he does more folk than he does country.
R&B, soul, and folk. Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy.
And there's also one girl I found, but all of her songs are about weed. I liked her vibe, and then I read the lyrics, and I was like, oh, yikes.
Unless you're Willie Nelson, you can't really sing about weed and it qualify as a country song.
oh gosh. Let's see. I find myself generally drawn to songs that have a story to them, and that goes beyond just country preference, but to music in general. So some are fine, but then let's see.
It has a story to him, like Boy Named Sue, Folsom Prison Blues.
Don't recognize those, but sure.
Those are Johnny Cash.
I have not listened to a lot of Cash, I have to admit. I need
What?
to go back
You're
and
missing
do
out
so.
on classics, man.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't.
Man, the difference a couple years makes.
You'd be surprised. I mean, it's not that I was never allowed to, I just never did. It just didn't. And it wasn't something I went about trying to do. But that's the case kind of with artists in general, is I don't listen to artists. I listen to songs.
True.
And so I'll try to use looking through different playlists or through Spotify's recommended features and stuff. But a lot of the time, like, I don't go to Johnny Cash or Luke Combs or anyone else for that matter and like listen through an album to see what I like. It's if you happen to show up in something else and I like it, then it goes on the playlist.
That's kind of my general music listening strategy anymore, is I put YouTube Music on. YouTube Music has pretty good recommendations. and it kind of recommends what I like to listen to.
As long as you tailor the playlist well, it can get a pretty good idea of what you're actually looking for. What I found to be a problem, though, with Spotify in particular is I will, especially with one playlist in particular that I use the recommended feature more often, or the smart shuffle, is I'll keep doing the X don't recommend this song, and then it will show back up. Despite the fact that I've told it like 3 times to stop showing me the song. I didn't like it the first time. I'm not going to change my mind.
That's the thing about YouTube. It's got a really nice algorithm. If you
Yep.
dislike something and
It
you
won't.
thumbs down it'll never give it to you again.
Yeah,
Good to know.
it's really nice.
I do have YouTube Premium, so I guess I could go about.
So it has the YouTube algorithm also.
Oh yeah.
So that means that its algorithm has so much more experience, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Than Spotify's. So it is a whole lot better. But I actually get most of my music recommendations from Instagram.
Interesting.
That
All
is
I
a
get from
strange place
Instagram
to
is
get
meme
music
songs.
recommendations.
No, I get I guess my algorithm knows that I like artists, and so I've gotten a lot of really cool ones from there.
Nice.
That's where I found the Monrovia guy, and the weed lady.
The weed lady.
The weed lady, huh?
And sometimes I'll listen to a Mongolian like folk rock band.
Hi, Chris. Welcome back.
We should get going.
Let's get going. Let's get rocking, socking, and polka dotting.
Okay. So we were on Meep.
Meep.
Yes.
Meep.
Yes.
Question.
Is my charisma a +1?
Nope.
Is it a +2?
Nope.
Is it a -1?
Nope.
Guess +5.
I don't think it's that high. That would
Aren't
be
you like a
insanely high.
bard?
Huh?
Aren't you a bard?
No?
What
I'm
are
a
you?
rogue.
Rogue. Oh, okay.
And a
He's
paladin.
a
Never mind.
rogue.
I'm a rogue, paladin, goblin.
I've
Can't
not
be
been
that
paying
high.
attention.
Is it a +3?
Nope.
Is it 0?
Nope.
Oh my gosh,
boy.
it's -2.
It's either -2 or +5 at this point. I've guessed everything in between.
No.
Is it +4? Have
Is
you
it
guessed
+4?
+4?
It is +4.
Oh wow. I'm
Alright.
very surprised. Okay, I think that's all my guesses though.
6. That was all 6.
But that's what I wanted. I wanted to know how many spells I could prepare.
All right. Azuria.
Skip. I don't have any guesses right now.
Okay. Gormand.
Okay, so I know my character doesn't know that I know Revivify, but I know that I know Revivify, and so my character hasn't gotten materials because he doesn't know. If I ask if I know Revivify, does my character then know Revivify and I should grab the materials?
Yes.
Do I know Revivify?
Yes.
Cool. I'll take care of the actual grab materials in here in a minute when we do that. In the meantime, however, I want to know more about my spells in particular. Do I know Produce Flame?
You do.
Thought I would like to know at least one damaging cantrip that I know. Do I know Guidance?
You do.
Alright, that's enough cantrips. I don't need any more information there. The others might show up, but we'll see. There's a 50-50 chance I know Shillelagh, but that's a problem for later me. Do I know Fairy Fire?
You do not.
Do I know Entangle?
You do not.
I think that's all my questions.
And that's it. Yep. All right. Jack, do you want to just keep listening? Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
That was
It's a-
random.
It's a joke from Anchorman.
Oh.
The more you know.
He's talking to his dog. He's talking to
seen that.
Baxter. Or at least he thinks he's talking to Baxter, but it's really Veronica Corningstone. But she's not speaking because she feels guilty.
Turning Stone.
Hey, need to watch Anchorman.
I've never seen it.
Anchorman makes me laugh a lot. Like it's very funny to me. But anyway, the second one, but the first one, yeah.
Considering at some
Jack
point
left.
he left, I'm guessing. Oh, he's
There he is.
right, because the voice problem. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So, Jack, do you want to ask questions?
I guess, do I have any expertise?
Yes, you do.
Is it in the stereotypical monk?
Monks don't normally get expertise. So no. There is no stereotypical expertise.
Micah's side DMing again, but
Pardon me.
I
I will quiet.
I guess does it make sense, like something in like dexterity based,
yes.
like acrobatics or
I mean, that's a little vague of a question. You're kind of asking open-ended on that. So why don't you pick something?
what's the list?
You said acrobatics and that's too vague and open. You pick a thing.
Well, let's do acrobatics first,
Yes, you have expertise in acrobatics.
and that's it.
I didn't say that.
Well, that was my question.
Okay. Well, you said, do I have expertise in anything? And then you said, is it dex-based? And I said, yes. That doesn't mean it's the only thing that you have. Again, you're asking too big of questions for me, buddy.
Well,
But
it's a
on the
yes.
plus side, you did learn that you have at least one other somewhere.
You're giving genie answers here.
Yeah, because he's not being specific. He's got to ask very specific questions. He's asking too roundabout. Now, he's also sick, which is why I'm not like being super hard on him about it, but you still got to be specific, bud.
Well, it was a yes or no.
What's the question again?
Well, I asked, did I have another one?
Yes.
And I said yes. The answer to that was yes.
What about athletics?
Nope.
What is that? 5 questions?
You have 2 more. That's 4 questions. Since you're sick, I'm gonna throw you a freebie. Think about what you've done with your character so far, and then maybe you can kind of make an educated guess.
I'm gonna say animal handling.
No. You've not handled many animals.
History.
Nope. All right, that's 6. Okay. So, Maury, you guys were kind of meandering-ish towards that, but did you want to look for anything else or do anything else before you started to try to vote on heading towards a cave direction?
I want to try and figure out sit and think for a moment about what spells I might have access to.
Okay.
Have
all right.
A thinking moment.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me
being a paladin, I don't have to think about it. I just have them all.
roll me a history first. Roll medicine. I will say that in case you already know your medicine, or in case you're close to knowing your medicine, or think that you're close to knowing your medicine, this is currently at a -2 because you didn't get super high on that history. Okay. That it will actually give you 1 spell per level. What first level spells do you know, or actually, what cantrips do you know that you have already?
I know that I have access to Spare the Dying, Healing Word, Plant Growth, and Speak with Dead.
Okay, so do you want to roll randomly on what's left on your different levels, or do you want me to just give you one?
I'm good with either. Whatever's easier for you.
All right. You know resistance cantrip. First level. You know. Goodberry. Second level. You know hold person. Third level. You know Bacon of Hope. It's Beacon of Hope, but I love calling it Bacon of Hope.
Bacon of Hope. Da-da-da-da.
Fourth level, you know Charm Monster. And remember when I was telling you that you had ways to do stuff? Charm Monster was one of the ways. Anyway, and then fifth level, you know Wall of Stone.
Cool.
And then you probably know other spells at each level, but those were your freebies on that. All right, that's your turn then, because you're focusing on your spell casting. All right.
Can
You have a question?
we were talking at the end of last session about rolling hit die to heal. So I don't know if I could do that this
Yeah,
turn
if you guys
as well.
If you guys want a short rest. Are you short resting?
I would like to, yes.
Does anybody else want a short rest with Maury?
I feel like we
You'll
did,
get your
Please.
but yes,
Did
I
you-
would be fine. I'm pretty sure we did because I remember getting my wild shapes back.
Okay, well then if that's true, then also Amber has key points back. Because key points
I
come
don't
back on a
know.
short.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so you can roll as many hit die as you want or have to try to recover that. Gormund, you probably don't need to roll one, but you could if you want to try to get closer to max. I'm pretty sure.
I supposed to know what my max HP is?
I mean, I don't know. Do you know what your con is, and do you know all your levels?
No.
You
And
don't.
I don't.
I know you probably don't.
I figured out mine because I
Okay.
specifically figured out my con and stuff, but I think I'm the only one who has an exact number for it.
I know my con and my levels, but I don't know what was used to determine our HP.
I asked, and I believe we came out that it is the average. So your first hit die, whatever class it would be, so mine was fighter, I had a total of 10 because it was a D10 maximum. And then from every point on there, it was average. So I had a 6, 6, and then all 5s. Because average for the D10 is 6, average for the D8 from Druid was 5.
That is correct. And
So,
you may remember, Maury, that I told you that you had the toughness feat.
Yes.
And if you remember that, that's okay.
Which means you have at least an extra 18 hit points on top of your other stuff.
I'm calculating it right now.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
think
I'll
I'm
pass
going
on.
to go ahead and give it to you. In fact, I'll give it to both of you because you guys both know your con and you both know whether
Don't
or not.
tell me
you
yet.
have-
I want to calculate it first.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. Calculate away. Calculating.
And I'm not going to expect
can
anything.
someone, while she's calculating, can someone tell me how to roll hit die? I can't remember.
So the main method by which you will roll hit die is on your main page. Oh, sorry. I mean, I guess this is technically a Fantasy Grounds question. May I answer?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
On the main-
I'm okay with fantasy
I
ground
have-
stuff, but when you start trying to side DM as running the game, then I'm like,
Back up.
bro.
Yep, I need to. Those are the times I need to stop talking. But in this case, on your main page,
I
at the
have-
bottom, underneath your current max and temp HP, there are dice. You pick up that dice and drag it into the box, and it will auto roll and heal you
Okay.
the amount.
I thought that was death saves.
Nope, death saves
That was a death
are.
save.
No, that's-
I saved. Thank
That's the
goodness.
button. Okay, the things to the left of the death saves are what I was talking
Okay.
about. The death saves are your death saves.
No, it does. It's not. It just moves my page around.
Is there
84
nothing
HP?
there? Do you have any dice in
There's
that box?
nothing there.
All right,
I
so
don't
more
think-
you used all 9 of yours.
Yeah.
And yes, you are correct. 84 HP is your total. You were down 65, so that means you only had 19 left. So add whatever all those rolls whatever those rolls are to 19.
Did you confirm?
It automatically reduced it from my wounds.
That's fine. That's fine. But now you know it's 84, so you can adjust yours from 156.
So I don't think you know
Or-
your exact. Pardon. Stop. I'll stop.
Maury does. Maury knows.
No,
Maury guessed it.
Jocelyn, I don't think she knows her exact level composition between rogue and fighter.
I do.
How many levels of each do you have?
I don't remember. I knew last week.
Hey, as part of your chef feat, though, Maury, you can make treats
Hold on, let me look.
to help you, so that you don't have to spend as many hit die. So, if you want to, you could save 4 of those hit die, so you'd still have 4 left. And anybody else that wants to spend one, you could give them one, and you would still have 3 short treats left. So you have long rest treats, which give temporary hit points, and you have short rest treats, which add to hit points recovered when you spend hit die. So it's similar to like a Song of Rest from a bard, but you're limited, because like a bard could do it at every short rest and give it to everybody. You give it each one of your treats can only be given one time, and you have a total of 8 of those.
Okay. So I could take
You could have
essentially 4 hit die back.
Yeah, and you could have 4 hit die back, and you would have 4 treats left that you can make. But if anybody else wants to spend hit die and you want to give them a treat, you could.
Yeah, I'll give out treats to anyone who wants them.
Did you figure out how many levels of which things you have, Kristen?
No,
Okay.
I think so.
In that case, for the purposes of this, assume you have 1d10 and 1d8. Chris can tell you. I guess Chris could pretend. Didn't you know your con yet? Did you figure that part out?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm
In that case,
a level
my help
4
is minimal.
rogue and a level 5 fighter, right?
You did learn that.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. In that
I did
case, we got a pretty good idea. Go ahead and on your class and level thing, just under your character's name, click the gear to the right of that empty spot. In there, you want to add item, and then name the class fighter. And then put your level to 5. Do that again and name it rogue and put your level to 4. And then drag the dice from the bottom left of your screen where your rollable dice are into the empty hit dice box. That's fair.
Well, it took me way too long to figure out what add item meant.
That's fair.
Okay, so I've got level 4.
Uh-huh.
And then I do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for fighter. And then it's level 5. Nope, not 6, 5. Okay, there.
We don't.
And then what?
And then I want you to take the dice from the bottom left of your screen area, the dice that you can pick up and roll, and drag and drop a d10 into the fighter hit die box and a d8 into the rogue hit die box. From this point, without exact details on which class you got first, we can't calculate your likely hit points, but we can get close. We know that you have at least 6 hit points for each of the fighter level rolls, and at least 5 hit points for each of the rogue ones. So if you wanted, you can click the gear next to those, next to the names, and you can type those numbers into the boxes for all those, and that will give you a rough average. Depending on your constitution and anything else you have going on, that can go up or down quite a bit. But at least for now, you got a basic idea to work with. And now when you close out the class and level thing, you should have the HD on the bottom of your main page for your class that you can pick up and roll.
I'm just gonna roll 1. And then, so I rolled it. So what does my HP go down to? Chris.
Well, that is a very good way to do that, by the way. You know that you healed 8.
So you have
Yay! right.
In that
So
case,
there's my con.
yeah, you have a con.
Azaria, give yourself. I'm gonna add it on here. You now have an extra inspiration, so that puts you at 6 instead of 5.
Okay. Thank
Very
you.
clever use of a short rest.
What are your math skills?
So my math skills,
Uh-huh.
I have dyscalculia,
So you don't.
so not great.
Would you like my help in calculating your likely hit points?
Yes, please.
Well, your wounds are no longer 17 wounds. You now have 9 wounds. So you have 9 wounds and 9 temps. So it's as if you were full.
Okay.
But you could still
Okay.
theoretically heal some more.
Yeah, you can heal some more if you'd like. That's up to you.
Okay. I'll just do one
You said
more.
you have 5 levels of fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now she'll have 3 fighter hit die left, and you heal 11. So you're definitely full now.
Hey, you have 68 less either 4 or 3. So you have 71 or 72 hit points
Okay.
maximum.
Okay.
Micah,
Yes, sir.
I feel like one of these days you should consider becoming like an accountant or something. It's just
Really? You think that might be a good idea?
good job, buddy. All right, so Sam, I've been trying to get you to do it from the thing, but it didn't happen. So I'm trying to speed this along. Okay, I want to try to make this as clear as possible without sounding offensive, and I apologize if I fail at that. This is getting harder and harder for me to do 2 games.
Go fast. Don't worry too much. We'll be fine.
Sam, what do you want to do?
I mean, aren't we? We're gonna go up to the cave, right?
Yeah, but Maury's character wanted to think about his spells a bit, so now's a good time for you to try to think about something since Maury kind of leads it. Unless you want to just go ahead and move on without your healer, and that's fine. You absolutely could do that.
I mean, we could wait for I was gonna prep some spells, to be honest.
Okay. During a short rest, I'm okay with you changing your spells if you want. But if that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna get a history roll.
Okay.
Oh, womp womp, womp womp. You know what? With that one, I'm gonna. Unless you want to spend one of your inspiration or your last inspiration. Do you want to spend it?
No.
No. Okay. Then I'm gonna say that you now know why your name might be Meet the Suddenly Brave. Every once in a while, you still get a little goblin fear, and you're worried that if you change your spells and do it wrong, you're scared that you might not be as good as you normally are.
Okay.
So.
Do I have spells that are currently prepped?
Yeah. So you could spend your turn to try to figure out what those are. So
Okay,
history check.
Let's do that then. Oh. All right, I am going to spend the inspiration to do that.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a little better.
Okay. All right. You're going to. This will be interesting for you. You're going to roll a survival check, but with disadvantage because that roll's so bad.
Survival with disadvantage. Okay. Where's the yes button? Survival. Oh, that's fun.
All right. You know that you should not, but you do have cantrips. You can feel it, but you can't get anything else because somehow you have cantrips, but you can't figure out any more than that because you're just rolling like an absolute, like just the worst. So, all right, Sam's done. Meep is done. Azuria.
Okay. Before my turn, can I make one guess?
Maury, I don't know. Is that how it works?
Okay.
I don't know. Maury had
Yes,
a
go for
thing
it.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to guess that my HP is 71.
Good guess. All right, you have 5 more if you want.
Okay. I also want to guess that my constitution is a 13.
That's a strange thing to guess, but no.
Wait.
Either a 14 or
Wait,
15.
hold on.
You
That's what
already
I
said
meant.
you're
I
bad
was looking
at
at
math.
I'm looking at the wrong thing on the chart. Sorry. 14.
You
Is
already
it a
said you're
14?
bad at math. I'll let you make it. It's a 14.
Okay. It's 14.
You have 4
Okay, we
questions
got
left.
71 and 14. Okay. All right. I'm done with my questions. We're going towards this cave, right?
So you have 4
Uh,
left.
Waiting for people to go to the cave.
Yeah, they're doing stuff. Do you want to think about some things?
I do want to think about some things. I want to
Alright.
think about last time I figured out that I have several frost ice related spells that I can cast.
Correct.
This time I want to So we're going inside of a cave. It's gonna be dark. I guess I'm gonna look for like a lamp. Or like a torch or something.
So you want to go through the tools and equipment thing, those boxes to look at? That's
Yes.
absolutely fine. Absolutely do that. That is not a problem.
Great idea.
If that's all you're doing right now, you can still do something else minor, small.
I think that's just what I want to do. I have dark vision, but does everyone have dark vision? Wait.
I do.
Okay.
I'm flipping through. Amber does not. Amber's a full-on human.
Okay, then we'll
But
need.
everybody else in your party does. Everybody else in
we'll
your party does.
We do need the lamp then.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
unless you just want her to just stumble around, but you wouldn't probably do that at this point. I think you
No.
know that, like, she's much
Valuable
better if she can
member
actually
of
do
our
stuff.
team. So, looking for lamp.
You got a torch. You can light that.
Okay.
If you're looking for specifically like an oil lantern, I'll have to roll for it because
Okay.
all that stuff could have broken. So, are you satisfied with the torch, or
I don't know. We can ask Amber when Jack is available. If
okay?
they're satisfied with the torch.
Do you want to equip some armor? I'm going to help you out a little bit.
Is there armor? Yes. Can I find
You
armor?
know that there's an armor box. Yes.
Yes. I would love some armor.
Okay. So you want to put on some +1 studded leather?
Yes.
Okay. That'll help you out tremendously.
Okay. All right. I think I'm satisfied. Maybe.
You feel much better protected now.
Yeah. I feel better protected. I think we're okay.
All right.
I
Sounds good.
hope everybody else is ready.
You grab those 2 items and you're spending the rest of the time getting that armor on. All right. Very good. Let's see who is next. That is Micah Gorman Cobalt.
I would like
Go
to
for it,
make
buddy.
an investigation check to see how many uses of Revivify worth of diamonds I can find in this box.
Alrighty. Yep, that's fine.
I rolled a 1.
You want to use one of your 8?
Sure, I'll finally expend one of my inspiration to re-roll. Please roll another 1. Okay, 18.
That's much better. All right. There's enough for 4 castings.
Perfect. 4 uses. All right.
Whether you cast it or if other people could cast it or whatever, but it's 4 total castings, not 4 per person who has Revivify. It's 4 total.
Yeah. I will head over back to pick up all of the diamonds, head up back over to the caves, and assuming I have a little more time, I would like to attempt a survival check, which is actually going to be a history check, to attempt to figure out which cave our lizard friend went into.
Fine. Did you already equip some armor, by the way, or are you
I
still?
did. I am wearing, I believe, +2, I'm
+1
wearing
hide.
+1 hide, but I don't know
Okay.
my dex, so my AC appears to be 14 to my knowledge.
All right. So now go ahead and roll your advantage history for survival replacement. Very nice. It's almost imperceptible, but you can tell that the slither goes into the smaller nook. But there's something about, like, while you're looking at this, while you're thinking about it, just pick any dice that is there and just roll it, and we're going to find out something real quick. Very swell. Do you wish to consult the stars?
Yes.
Okay, so you expend some sort of resource that like it's just like you're communing with the stars in some way, and they kind of tell you that you can go through the small, but that there's also, like, if you can find it, there's also a path through the big to get to the small.
Understanding that, I will stand next to the big, look dramatically back over toward my party, and wait patiently. That's my turn.
Very swell. On your next turn, if you want to try to figure out what that is, that may be something that you might want to do.
Perhaps, but for this turn, I'm good.
Yep. All right. Jack, do you want to do anything, or you want to just keep listening? I figure if you want to stay, since you can hear us no matter what, I figure you could just, like, unmute and then mute again. And then whenever you want to say something, that's when you could disconnect. It makes the most sense. So that way you're not having to worry about disconnecting, reconnecting all the time.
You can also send messages in the chat if you need to, without speaking.
That's a great point as well. And he also could have fallen asleep because maybe he's taken some medicine. Who knows? Maybe he's in the bathroom. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. So we'll come back to him shortly, and we'll see what he wants to do, if anything. All right. Maury, you can tell that Gormand is ready to go into the cave. It looks like both Meep and Azuria are kind of making their way there. And Amber looks like she's kind of following the crowd.
All right. I think I'm mostly ready to go now. So I will start following over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Micah, I think I'm just going to speed this along does anybody want to do anything before entering the cave? Is everybody satisfied to go into the cave at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Would it take up too much time to try and figure out exactly what my gloves do?
Yeah, that would be like your whole turn. So then everybody would be waiting on you, or they'd leave without you.
Okay, then let's not do that.
Okay. So Micah, I'm going to need your help about how do I go to a new map and put everybody on a new map.
So the fastest way that you're going to be able to do that is to go ahead on your side, close out this map, open up the images tab, take the image that you want to pull up, open it, right click, and then I believe on the left should be a share, and then you share to all or share to players. And then for placing.
So public, okay.
Perfect. So that should have shared it to everyone. And then as far as placing goes, go ahead and at the bottom of the combat tracker, if you have that up, there should be green, yellow, and red skulls or heads. Go ahead and drag the green one onto the map, probably about here for, start of the cave and all.
Hold on, slow down. You're saying bottom of the combat tracker? All I see is menu with a triangle down. It says round.
Is there not closer to the middle of the combat tracker 3 skulls.
I have a green a smiley, a gray neutral, and a red frowny.
Perfect. Take
and
the
then,
green smiley and drag it and drop it onto the map.
haha! Very nice.
Same thing applies to neutral and enemy creatures.
Makes sense.
Who should
Thinking,
take the
All right.
lead?
So, all right. So, yeah.
I don't know. Probably someone who can see in the dark, which I think is most of us.
I can see pretty well, and I'm a bit tanky.
I do think, however, that Meep might be the best to lead us into danger.
Why?
Because you are quite capable. More so than you know.
Okay.
Meep. Go ahead and roll an insight.
Insight. Wow, I'm just rolling horrible today.
Yeah, buddy. That's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe he thinks so. Maybe he's messing with you. It doesn't seem like he would mess with you, but like, you're like the smallest one there. So you have mixed feelings about this. But it's up to you what you want to do with that.
I mean, I guess I'll go first. I'll just be sneaky. What do I do? Whoop. I don't know how far that was, but
That's fine. That's like 30-ish. That's good. You seem to be a little faster than that. You could have maybe gone five more if you wanted. Yeah, you guys can all go in, and once everybody's gone in a little like their speed, then we can just kind of go around and see what people are doing while they're coming in. I'll bring Amber in. All right. What does everybody want to do when they come in? We'll go in order. Maury, what were you wanting to do?
I guess keep an eye out for clues as to where Snake Boy might have gone.
Okay. Do you want to use perception or survival? You want just like whatever you just happen to pick up, or do you want to intently try to find things?
Survival.
All right. Go ahead. Very nice. So you can tell that this looks like it gives you the vibe of like intentionally made caverns. Is the first thing that you pick up, and you can tell that there are no tracks in this immediate area. But ahead, it looks like there's like, let's see it. Is it shift? No. Is it control? No. What is it,
Space
Micah?
bar, double click.
That's the one. So right there's actually like a fungus on the wall that glows and looks like torchlight, and it's actually providing like low light around here. So, Amber theoretically could see without you guys lighting a torch. If you lit a torch, then she would have no problem seeing. Right now, it's like maybe like a little bit of hindrance, but she's still basically okay. So it's up to you. But that's what you're seeing right there. You are you sharing that at all? Are you seeing anything about it?
Sure, I'll point it out, I guess.
Okay. All right. So everybody knows then that basically it looks like this cavern was sort of kind of worked on or made in some way. All right. Meep, what do you want to do as you come in? You're currently leading the way.
I mean, let's see. In here a little bit. I guess Meep will just sort of slowly tiptoe his way over and.
Are you attempting to stealth?
Yes. Try not to make
All right.
too much noise here.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Boop, boop, boop. Where's my skills here?
Everybody's noticing that he's trying to do this quietly. So if you wish to follow suit, it won't be a problem. Azuria, you immediately recognize what he's doing, and you like just instinctively agree that that's absolutely the way to come in here.
Yeah. My stuff.
Yeah, that's nice. You feel successfully quiet, like you're doing like that thing where you're like rolling your foot so that you pad the sand instead of like patting the sand. So because there is still some sand in here, maybe during like high tide, maybe it washes in here a little bit. There's a little bit of like salt spray that you can smell. And as you're getting closer, go ahead and roll a perception as well for Meep.
Perception.
Okay. You hear like a steadily like drip 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 of water up to your what from your perspective on the map would be like northwest or like up a little bit and left.
Yep.
You do see like what looks like stones that maybe it was water that's caused that or whatever, but it looks like layers of erosion. And you like see like the smallest little bit of like what looks like after you've like made your sand castle and then the waves came in and like the castle's more or less ruined or whatever at the bottom. So it's like very, very soft, wet sand there. So it may be hard to climb some of that, but you do hear and see that. All right. Azuria, you were sneaking, so go ahead and make your stealth as well.
A, B, C. Okay. Yeah.
You are decent at stealth, but like as you're doing this, you realize that like your skill set is more about like interaction. So
Okay.
you may not be as inclined as say Meep
Okay.
was. Like you saw Meep do it, and like he looks very well trained in it. And you're like more maybe average trained or like maybe even barely trained, because you focused elsewhere. But
Okay.
you're still fine. You still feel it. Also, Gourmand, do you feel as well that you are very stealthy? What would you like to do as you approach Azuria? Yeah,
Me.
because you
Okay. So you basically just told me that I don't have expertise in stealth.
at the very least be trained or maybe something else.
Maybe I don't even have proficiency.
Maybe because when you roll really high, like it's really good to either roll really high or really low in this because that's going to give you a lot about some things. The middle rolls really, really are hard here. Whereas typically middle rolls that means you're probably still successful. But this way, you're not going to know. Like, did I barely fail? Did I barely pass? Did I pass by a lot? And it doesn't matter that I rolled mid. Like, so.
Okay.
But you rolled super high and you realize that like, yeah, you're good. You know you're fine right now. But like you could tell that like Meep's better trained at this particular thing than you are.
I'm going to get my sword out to be ready and be like, wow, you look particularly shiny today.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion.
Okay. And I knew my charisma at one point. I wrote it down, but I don't remember where I wrote it down. Oh, that's bad.
All right.
Can I use an inspiration?
You have 6, so yeah, I think that's a good idea for you.
Okay. So
now you did roll low, so I can help you know things, but you may not be satisfied with that, so it's up to you.
Oh, that's
It's up to you. So you could use it and do better, because it's more likely that you'll get better than a 3, or you can not use it and see if you learn anything.
You're right. Let me just leave it with a 3.
Okay. She gets a little bit lighter, but you can tell that fighting right now with Autumn Crescendo is still going to be a disadvantage because she's still not fully happy with you. But she's coming around to the flattery.
Okay. Okay.
But all right, so yeah, so you're trying to woo your sword back to friendship now that you're like, I should not be mean to my sword. This thing is like basically my best friend most of the time, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Gormand, you have stealthily moved forward.
Yep.
What else would you like?
I would like to continue
To do-
to observe.
Okay, so you're still perceiving, right?
Yep.
Or are you surviving? Yeah, I think last time you
I'm
perceived.
perceiving.
Go ahead.
18.
All right. You notice that there's like a veer off to the right, like a straightforward ahead, and then you're also seeing the little stone steppy things that Meat pointed out a moment ago. You think for you would probably just teleport up that, so you wouldn't have to worry about slipping. But you don't know how everybody else might get up. Your guess is that Amber would probably jump it and would probably be okay, and Meep, you're pretty sure that he can climb that without too much of a problem. But Maury's character, you're thinking that he would have a hard time. So if you guys decide to go up there, Maury may not be able to make it up there, other than without some sort of other help.
Understood. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Are you stopping there?
I'm feeling rather comfortable with my stealth. I would like to move out a bit further, get a bit of a better view, especially focusing on the right side, given my general awareness of the smaller cave being to the right, and thus wanting to focus on that direction, following
Sure.
our prey.
All right. So let's see.
I can
Go
roll
ahead and
another
give
check.
me stealth. Give me a new stealth and then a new perception.
I still feel great about
Ooh.
my stealth
Yeah.
and my perception.
Nice.
Whoa.
All right. So what that means is that you don't have to roll the next time. I would say to roll stealth. Well, you just auto pass, and then with your perception, you're really trying to focus and hone in on what you know about like how to kind of like read nature and kind of like sense the environment around you. And so you're just kind of getting a vibe for like the layout of this cave, and you can tell that like this hallway like goes like further back, but like right here there's like a hidden cleft of rock. You could tell that like there's a secret way to get in there maybe.
Do I sense any presence of danger when I make this perception?
You don't hear anything as of yet. So other than the drip 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 of the water, it's starting to echo a little bit as you get closer to it. But that's probably just because that's how sound works and stuff in a cave.
I will make no initial decisions. I will step to the side, allowing the others to pass by and make the decision about where to go.
All right. Jack, do you want to do anything yet, or are you still chilling? Again, you can just disconnect if you're fine, or whatever you want to do. Otherwise, we'll move on. Because I'm starting to think that maybe Jack is sleeping. I think he's just not feeling good. Poor guy. We'll pray that he heals up and rests up. So we'll go around, back around. Maury, you see everybody trying to be quiet. You know that there's been times where you've needed to be quiet on the battlefield, so you can at least attempt it. But you know that your jacket will not cause you to have disadvantage, as it is made of mithril. So
I will follow everyone else's lead in being quiet and keeping an eye out and
All right.
advancing forward.
Okay, so go ahead and make a stealth.
Oh, that was almost bad.
Did I tell you what that did, or did you just guess that, Meep?
What about what? Sorry.
You put Emissary of Peace. Did I tell you about that, or did you guess that just now?
Well, that's part of the Redemption Paladin, isn't it?
It is. It is. Okay, so you looked it up, so you know. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I've
can.
been putting in spells and stuff that were part of that.
Good job. Okay. All right. Yeah, you feel like you're doing decent. I mean, obviously you're not as good as the people who are like naturally gifted at this, but you're holding your own. You're definitely not spoiling anything. What would you like to do as you're trying to move forward?
I don't know if there's much I can do. Could I? No, I'll just. That'll be the end of my turn for this time.
Roll a d20. Very nice. You just get the faintest, like it's super mild. Like you almost aren't even sure, but you get a quick whiff, a sniff of some blood. It's coming from around to the right. It's like past where Gorman is standing. It's somewhere over this direction, possibly further.
I'll whisper it to Meep. I think I smell blood.
Okay.
That way.
It's weird that you have a better sense of smell than me.
I am taller.
It could be years and years and years on the battlefield, and just knowing the smell of blood. It could be there could be a lot going on. Who's to say? But Meep, you get to follow up and do what you like. What would you like to do next, Meep?
I think I'm gonna go towards the sound of water, because if there's steadily dripping water, well, I guess that doesn't really mean there's nobody
It's
there. But
not water.
it makes me more comfortable that
Okay.
there's a steady sound
All right.
there.
Okay, so you're gonna climb up. You have a climb speed. So all you need to do is give me a d20 and not roll ones, and you're fine. The only reason why is because you theoretically could slip. So you're fine. Give me one more, because it's a high climb. There's a lot there.
Oh,
Are you gonna ask for help? Does someone want to help him?
can somebody give me a boost?
I'm tall.
Somebody want to spend an inspiration for him? That's what I mean,
Yes,
because he doesn't have one right.
I will expend one of my inspiration for him.
All right.
I would also like to, if I am allowed, cast guidance. Preferably without him realizing I am helping.
You want to cast guidance on? You want to cast guidance on him, or do you want to cast it on yourself when you go up?
On him.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, you can spend one and you got him, so that's fine. So, and then yeah, he has guidance, which is fine. It just means that he gets up there just a little bit faster. All right, so once you're in there, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and put. Yep, right there. You see that there's like a pool that's collected here, and it slowly like overflows a little bit maybe every like 4 or 5 minutes, and that's what causes the trickle that causes the thing to go. Because this is a naturally formed pool, so it's possible that there's like an underground river somewhere near here, and it's just got a leak here. But this water looks clear and fresh. Why don't you go ahead and give me a survival check on it to see if you're right? And you have guidance, so you'll get a plus a d4, so you can roll d20 plus a d4. All right, so you got total 11 plus whatever your plus is. Yeah, that's fresh water.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna like say it in sort of a loud whisper.
Okay. All right. Let's
Guys,
see. Go ahead.
There's some fresh water up here.
Give me a stealth with a disadvantage, because you're trying to be hidden about this, but you're also trying to not be too hidden. So, okay,
yeah.
Successful. So we'll say that everybody. We'll say Amber just went ahead and moved up here, so everybody can hear you. They can hear you that there's fresh water up there. You're also noticing a little bit of like lichen and algae around some of the parts where it's like part dry, part wet. So maybe you could try to identify that if you wanted to do that, or maybe you could wait until that guy that seems really nature based and it comes and does it. Your choice.
I'll wait.
Okay. Very swell. Azuria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you heard that there was fresh water up there.
Okay. Am I thirsty?
I mean, you guys haven't really drank anything yet. The only thing you had was like a little bit of the soup based off of the mushrooms and some other things that Maury's character made earlier from lunch.
There was
But
really just seawater.
yeah, so yeah, you'd be pretty thirsty.
Okay. I guess I climb up.
Okay.
Can I guidance her as she goes?
Yep. Because he doesn't need it because he made it. So go ahead. You can roll athletics plus a d4.
I could give her a boost as well.
I don't think I'm helpless, guys.
Hey, I'm gonna guidance everyone now that I have it.
Wait,
All
that
right,
was an
and-
athletics roll?
For climbing, yeah.
Oh, why did you tell me that?
It didn't matter. You just need you have a climb speed. You realize that you have a
Oh.
climb speed. You
Oh,
have
I
to
have
roll
a climb speed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's different for the people who don't have a climb speed.
I didn't even
so-
know that was a stat.
It's okay, but now you're fine. Yeah, this feels like second nature to you, Azuria. Go ahead and give me a history check on that.
History check.
You're not sure, but you're halfway up. You ready? Go ahead and roll the other half. Go ahead and roll one more athletics with the d4.
Okay. Uh-oh.
All right. Do
Save
you want
me
to use
before-
Do you want to use one of your things, or do you want to see what happens?
Hold on. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
So the
Um,
7 that I
okay.
know of right now.
All right. So you get up about halfway, and then you slip, and you take a tumble back down.
Okay.
And is it shift to click extra dice, Micah? Or is it right click or what?
When you're holding it, you right click.
Okay, okay. So 6 plus. So you take a total of 16 damage. So first goes away your 9 temp. So you take 7 wounds.
Okay.
And you're at the bottom prone. It looks like this rock has been kind of carved by this water for a while at this point, and it's basically like shale. So you've got like some cut wounds and stuff, and that could get infected if you don't take care of it soon.
Uh-oh.
All right, Lormond, you see that she was almost all the way up there, and then she did. She just got the wrong foothold, handhold, and she just slipped and she just stumbled all the way down. She does look wounded.
I will glance over to not Gordon Ramsay, to the sergeant expectantly.
Okay.
And
Maury,
then-
you can tell that he's like, hey, look at so, and then immediately you'll see it anyway because you're naturally inclined to notice that sort of thing, so it's fine.
And seeing
All
that
right, what
these
else?
young whippersnappers have mostly covered this climbing section, I would like to just walk over here and see what looks down this path.
Okay. You would have stealth, but you automatically make it.
Yee.
Because of your 20 from last time. And go ahead and give me I guess it would be perception or investigation at this point, your choice.
11.
All right. It looks like a closed off cave. It right there in the center, right there. You see what looks like a lump of sand made into a mound. Give me a survival check, which could be a history advantage instead for you. Your choice. Great choice. Someone had a fire there at one point. Like you could see like the faint residuals of like some embers and like a little bit of a piece of like remaining wood just sticking out. It looks like they like kicked it off.
Does it
Whatever,
look
but
recent?
with that roll, you could tell that it was probably like a week or two ago. So not super recent, no. All right.
Does it look comfortable?
Looks like a place that you could theoretically take a rest if you wanted.
I will sit on it and look back toward the others, continuing to observe.
Yeah, I mean it's like a lump. Like you could kind of relax. It's like almost like being like on a beanbag chair. Maury.
All right. So, how much damage did Azura take?
Azuria's only got like some minor wounds at this point, but you can tell like she got cut up pretty bad, and those theoretically could get infected if not treated. Because you don't know what algae or fungus or moss might be there, and there's different ones that are poisonous or hallucinogenic or so on, and so until either someone suggests Gorman to go look, or until Gorman decides to go look at the water stuff and see whatever else that might be, it's going to be pretty hard for most of you guys to figure that out. You might be able to figure it out if it's edible. If it's something that you could cook with, you might be able to figure it out. But without spending that time, you wouldn't know for sure.
All right. Did you said earlier I had some like treats or whatever? How much do those heal or give temporary HP?
For which one?
For the like treats or whatever that I had.
So your
during
short
the
rest treats will heal when someone spends a hit die during a short rest.
Okay.
Effectively, it's like a reimbursement of like, okay, I feel good. Like, yeah, someone's taking care of me. I matter. It's like, it's that sort of thing. Your long rest one is different. You can spend time thinking about it, but you do know that you have the chef feat. So if you just want to look it up, it's fine. There's a slight alteration. I've made it better, but
Okay. Well, I am going to. Do I have cure wounds? We haven't established that.
you haven't established that. Do you want to go ahead and try and attempt to cast it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me a medicine check. Actually, give me a history check first, because we'll see how that affects your medicine check on it.
Woo!
Oh my Lanta. Yeah, you could definitely do cure wounds. But to be fair, since you're not in an emergency situation, you could also just healing kit, because you know how to use a healing kit to heal someone.
Okay. Let's do that.
So go ahead, roll medicine.
Oof.
Womp.
It's a 10.
Does someone want to spend?
Sure.
Go ahead, re-roll that. Much better, much better. So let's see. All right. You will heal 12, so you're back up to full. The way that I run the medics kit, healing kit, is basically you could treat one person each day for free, and then after that it starts burning like resources of it. So eventually it'll start not being as good, and you eventually run out. So Azuria has been healer's kit, healer's kitted.
All kitted out.
Yeah. All right. And then, do you want to do that as a bonus action and spend the resource to do it, or do you want to just take your action to do that?
I'll take my action for that.
All right, sounds good. All right, Meep, you're up there. You saw Azuria. She was really close, but she's clearly not a natural climber like you are. She was really good at it, though. Like,
I guess I'm not that thirsty.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a persuasion on Autumn with your joke, Azuria.
Okay. Persuasion.
She laughs. She's like, "Fine, I guess I don't have to stay mad at you forever. Whatever. Don't be a jerk again though, because like we haven't hung out in like weeks. Okay, so like I don't know where you're being turd, but whatever. It's fine. I'm over it.
Okay.
She's light again. You're fine. You can wield her like normal.
Okay. Alright. Thank goodness.
So Meep, she was actually doing really good. Like for someone who doesn't have like your natural climbing ability, she's pretty close.
So she's not climbed all the way up yet?
No, she slipped
No,
down.
I fell back down and
Yeah, she got
was
hurt, man.
scraped.
Yeah,
And
because it's basically like scale. Those ledges, they're like sharp.
Oh no. Am I able to give her a hand?
If she gets up there and fails by just that little bit, because she only barely failed, then you could theoretically try to help her next time. But you didn't realize that she slipped until it was too late.
Okay.
But it's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll go over here and like try to
Okay,
be
so you
there.
climb down. Just go ahead and make an athletics without rolling a 1.
Doop-a-doo.
You're fine. Yep, you're halfway down then, and
Sweet.
you can help anybody who chooses to climb.
Alrighty.
Anything else you want to do right now?
Not really. I mean, there's not really much to do. I
Okay.
guess. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Azuria, back to you.
okay, did in looking through all this stuff, is it reasonable that I would have like a drinking like bag, like a gourd or something like that? Like
Oh, I mean, you guys
a water
definitely could
bottle?
get from the equipment thing, but nobody said they did.
Okay.
So
Man,
if you guys
I
end up
had
wanting
one-
to like run and go back and go get those, you could do that. But if
Okay.
you also just go up there, I mean, you could just drink your fill.
Okay, I don't want to climb back up there, but I guess I must. Okay. Athletics.
Guidance.
Am I guided? Okay.
Yeah. Well, he comes back. Okay, so you come back, so you're not sitting anymore. All right. That is a lot better. Yep. You get up to where Meep is. Pew. All right. Go ahead and try again with the D4 still.
Oy.
All right. Yep. Very successful. You can make it in there. The water looks like clean and crisp. There is like random bits of like algae and moss on the parts where it's like wet to dry, where like it kind of meets some of the rock, and you can tell basically you're seeing now what Meep saw, where every like maybe 5-ish minutes it fills up too much and overflows a little bit, and that's where the trickle comes down, and that's probably part of what makes it hard to climb.
I see.
All right. You want to just start drinking?
Yeah.
All right. You think that if you spend like, we'll say 3 actions drinking, that you'll have quenched your thirst for now. You'll have to come back here later to get more, but that you'll be fine until like maybe dinner time or later.
Okay.
All right.
Okey-dokey.
Gormand.
Was there anything of particular interest up there, Beep?
There's some water up here, but that's about all I see. You could come up and check it out. I haven't really gone any farther yet.
If you wish. I will look up, and then I will have a glittery fade out, like a bad CGI image disappearing from a 2000s Disney movie, and then reappearing up here in the same manner.
Okay. You notice that after the short rest, the ones that you used, like, because you used either one or two, they came back. So you're just using one again just now. So it's fine.
Because I don't know exactly how many I have. I guess I know I have at least 2.
Yeah, because you used two previously.
Cool. And I would like to look around, see if there's anything of interest that would have caught Meep's eye.
Yep. You can do nature with as either nature or history advantage.
Venti.
There's whatever it is that grows underground. There's like
Mold.
a bioluminescent like thing that like in reality. I don't know what it's called. It maybe it's not algae, and maybe I'm just wrong about that. Maybe it's some kind of like lichen or fungus, or maybe I don't know what the differences are, but there is a bioluminescent thing that does grow underground.
Yes.
Mold.
Glowworms.
Is it
Mold, fungus,
Glowworms.
mold and some fungus, yes, do grow in darkness.
Is it spider? Are they spider worms or are they moth worms?
I will also step around the edge of the
I don't
water to get a...
about that? I don't know about that, but we'll say that with your total, you could tell that the moss or algae or fungus or whatever it is edible, and actually tastes pretty good, but there's a chance that it causes you to hallucinate for as much as an hour, depending on how much you consume.
And is this algae
Yay.
touching the water?
It's partially in and out of the water,
Azuria?
but you know it doesn't affect the water. Like the algae
Okay.
itself doesn't affect the water.
So
it
I
just grows
don't
from the water.
think Azuria is about to get high drinking this.
No, not at all. Not at
Cool.
all.
In that
You
case,
just
I
know
will
that
not interrupt her.
if you guys get super hungry, you could eat it, but there's also the chance that you might be like totally just out of your mind for a little while.
Fair enough. If looking over there, if I don't see anything that draws my eye, I will carefully walk back around, having already had my fill of water from the boat earlier, helping me fix my vocal issues I started this game with. I will then carefully attempt to move my way down the slippery slope.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics. I'm assuming you're guidancing yourself.
Yes. Doesn't matter, I fall.
Oh! Yeah. Unless you want to re-roll that.
Nah, it's funnier this way.
Do you want
I'll catch you.
Meep, I need you to make a dexterity save. Because he's coming right at you, bud. And he's at least twice your size, if not 3 times. Okay.
That's safe.
Yeah, so like you see him coming and you do this like weird flippy maneuver that you didn't even know was like in you. But you basically just like jump, like backflip in midair and just like land behind where he just was. Like it looks like some kind of epic like kung fu movie. But that's not too
no.
bad. You're taking 11 damage, Gormand. With your, you didn't heal up earlier, so 2 temp means you take 9 plus your 6 wounds from earlier means that you have 15, and you're now bleeding.
Oh, well, that was not optimal.
All right, moving on. I believe Jack is still just not fully with us, unfortunately.
Is there a dead man in this cave? Is that what I'm looking at?
There's no dead man in the water.
Okay,
There may be on the picture,
there
but
is
the
one on the
picture-
map.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
that's in the picture. I don't know. I guess you could
Okay,
argue
but
that that's what that is. No, like to me, that's all like either like water or
Okay.
rocks or whatever.
Okay.
The pictures
Okay.
and maps
Like,
we
okay, so, like,
use are
example,
not always accurate.
Yeah.
This
That's
right
why
here
I
is
asked.
open, but it's not open until you find it when you get over here. So there's a little bit of subtle changes over here.
Oh.
All right. Maury, do you want a healer's kit, Gorman now?
Are you okay? Can you walk it off?
I can, and with just a bit of rest. Though I would not mind some aid. As I look at my scratched up old man arm.
Do you want a healer's kit him?
Sure.
All right, go ahead. Roll your medicine. Now that you know what you're doing. All right. Let's see. Oh man, you only heal 7, bud. But that count. It's enough to where you're gonna stop bleeding. So you won't have to worry about infection.
You're truly a blessing to the army.
Quit getting hurt.
No promises.
All right. With some of that, we're gonna have a group stealth check right now, so everybody has to roll stealth. I'll roll for Amber real quick. Okay. Everybody else, give me a stealth.
You may need to fix your current HP, Jocelyn. I don't know what it was at. But now that you're back up to the actual... Yes, you're back to your correct maximum for the moment. So you may need to fix your current.
Okay.
Between all of the slipping and falling and people getting hurt and asking for help and everything, you think that if anything is nearby enough, it may have heard you.
We're not being very stealthy, guys.
All right.
You can see me. It's fine.
Meep, are you gonna get
fail too?
or are you just gonna wait? I'm asking Meep. It's Meep's turn. Are you gonna get any of that water drink? Or are you gonna do something else, Meep?
Yeah, I'll go drink some water. Why not?
All right, just don't roll a 1. Give me that athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, you get over there, and it's gonna basically be again same like 3 turns. So, Azuria, this is turn 2. This is very good water. It's very tasty.
Nummy water.
Yeah, it's like fresh spring style water. Very, very good. Gorman, you stand up from prone. You could tell that you were being louder than you wanted to be, so that may change what you want to do next, but it is your turn.
I would like to begin a careful venture down this hallway, looking around. In particular, paying attention to the frag I had noticed.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check because you're trying to look for where it is, and you know what the stars are trying to tell you.
And I am trying to maintain a relative amount of stealth, but knowing the rolls we already made so far, I don't know that that's going to work out.
Okay, you're not sure where that cleft is. You know it should be around here.
Could I use an inspiration to re-roll that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Oh, my Lanta.
What do you mean? I know exactly where this crevice is.
You're walking and you're like, where did that? Oh, my Lanta, there it is right now. So yeah, you basically know how to point it out and kind of. Did you ever see the movie Labyrinth?
No, but I want to.
Okay, there's a really cool part where she's like entering.
I never did. No.
Okay, you guys need to watch at least the scene. I'll see if I can find just the scene. But there's a part where she's entering and she can't figure out where to go at all. And then one little glowworm kind of like points it out to her. And what it is it's basically an optical illusion to where it's like no matter where you're walking, you can't see where it is unless you just happen to step in the exact right spot for the light to reflect just enough on the corner. And it's basically like the bricks look like they all blend in at the right way. It's a really, really neat scene. But yeah, it's basically an optical illusion. So you figure out where it is. So you can basically stand right there and anybody that comes that way can see you. The other part that you'll notice is that right here, it looks like there's like some kind of like crack in the ground. Like maybe something every once in a while tunnels through here, or maybe something else happened. And then beyond it, in there, past the crack, which means you'd either have to jump over it or whatever. But it looks like there's like some fungal growth. It's probably from the moisture of
Do
the
I
cave.
see the cave? Do I see that cave on the map, or is there no cave
Yep.
there?
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I'm pointing at. Yep, this is like so right here. That's like a crack. You seeing that?
Yes. And then
So
there's
that's like
the
a crack.
fungus around
Yeah,
here, and then a cave
Yeah, all this.
past it.
Yeah, all this is like a fungal like growth area.
Yeah.
As you enter, you see like little pockets of fungal growth, and then you see like a little bit of light coming right from this side. Like that's probably where the entrance is. So on your next turn, you can maybe investigate it yourself, but if you leave, they may not find it. So you may want to wait there. It's
I
up
will
to you.
stand here for the moment.
But you, your perception is also good enough that you don't hear any kind of movement. So if you were too loud to have been heard, maybe you weren't that loud just yet, or who knows? Maybe something's waiting for you in hiding. But either way, there you have it. Moving right back along, Maury.
I'm going to head over to Gorman and also keep an eye out for where the source of the blood scent is coming from.
Okay, so go ahead and give me survival. Actually, you can give me survival or medicine.
And or.
Or you can pick one. Pick whichever one you think you might be better at. All right. Okay. It's in this. You're getting closer to it, but you're not exactly sure just yet. As you were walking up, when you were right here, you didn't see Gormand. When you were right here, you didn't see Gormand. When you were right here, you suddenly see Gormand. It's like he just appeared in the rock.
How are you doing that?
As I move to address Gordon, or not Gordon Ramsay, the sergeant, does any
Not Gordon.
sort of name or familiarity roll off of my lips naturally as I move to address him?
Sure, go ahead and give
What is my name?
They give it what now?
What is your name?
me a advantage history. All right.
Just sergeant?
Yeah, still just sergeant, unfortunately.
Hello, sergeant. I found an optical illusion hiding this cave. This section of the cave.
It looks like it's more just an illusion.
Mayhaps.
Do you want to go in and see if you can find further evidence of the smell? Or do you want to keep going down the hall?
With it being so difficult for me to find Gorman, I kind of want to wait here for everyone else so that we don't get separated.
You think that just by walking enough, as long as Gorman doesn't move, you think if he went further into the hall, nobody would see him?
But I seem to be staying
Nope.
put.
So where he was seemed fine, but it's up to you. If you're still worried about it, it's fine. It's a good leader to make sure that everybody's no soldier left behind sort of thing. All right. What else would you like to do with your action then?
I'll cast resistance on myself.
Okay. So resistance gives you I believe a D4 on your next saving throw that you make within the next minute.
Mm-hmm.
So should something happen, you'll be fine. All right. Very swell. Moving right along. Meet the Suddenly Brave. That is 2 turns. You're almost done. Azuria, this is your last turn.
Okay.
Gormand, you can hear them drinking or whatever.
Were that loud?
Amber. Well, it's starting to echo. It's starting to echo in the hallway because you guys are being mostly quiet. So Amber comes over here. Didn't see what you're staring at. Comes over here and then sees them, and so she's basically going to be like, "If you guys want to go further in, I'll stay here. It's fine."
Nodding, I would like to go further in and attempt to see if I can find any sort of tracks, evidence of the person that came here, etc. Anything of interest within this alcove.
All right, go ahead and roll me survival in place with an advantage history or an investigation, your choice. Alrighty. The thing that's most significant is that you see some drag marks. Some drag marks there, some drag marks here. And then you just see like a lump at the base of these mushrooms.
A lump. I will look closer.
Okay. Are you starting to like dig at the lump?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. You realize that like a snake brumating. I may be saying that wrong, but there's a yuan that looks like he buried himself. It looks like he's trying to like rest to recover. But you will. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Sorry, friends. 1 second.
Not to worry.
So you'll find a robe.
Who buried with him? I'm finding items.
He's on, like a robe is on him. You will find the top of a stick. Because you haven't unburied him all the way. He looks like he's like sleeping right now. So,
Wait, is this the dude we were looking for?
maybe.
I would like to attempt to quietly take the robe and staff off of him. I may fail, but I would like to attempt. This feels like a sleight of hand, personally.
Nah, it's a heavy of hand.
I'm old. My hands are pretty heavy.
Where's my stuff? I don't know where I put my things. I don't know what I did.
It's a robe of the halfling marauder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I can start doing that one because as long as you don't know what it is, then I can just say it. So yeah, it is Robe of the Hunted Martyr.
Ooh, that's a much more interesting name than I thought it was going to be.
And then, hey,
hey, bye, bye, bye.
And then,
and does he look like he is out?
The robe is over. Like it looks like he was really trying to protect himself. So, but it's over. Also, something called the retributive armor of the spiteful mage.
Ooh.
And then yeah, he's holding a stick. So you're attempting to take the robe off while he's still buried and the stick. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage.
1 second. As I reach for it, I think better of it and will quietly work my way back over. I have found our UNT friend with some of the objects
Hey,
we
hold on, man.
desire.
Hey,
Oh,
I didn't give you that option. I didn't give you that option.
I would like to try to
roll with disadvantage first. Roll your, and then maybe you don't succeed at getting it, but maybe you don't feel so bad that you wake him, and then you're like, wait, I should stop.
Fair enough. I rolled a 9 plus whatever my dexterity bonus is.
You're definitely not getting it without unburying him, but you don't wake him up. But you can tell if you try to do that again, though, you definitely will.
Fair. I would like to quietly move back over to my friends.
Okay, so he's half unburied, and so it's like he's like partially slumped out of it, and like he's still trying to like sleep or whatever. He like that's that lump and that sand and everything felt extra warm, so it clearly was working and doing what it was supposed to, and he was clearly on the way to like a full rest. But maybe you stop that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But all right, you're done, Gorman. All right, Maury. Gorman went down the hall and then came back.
Did you find anything?
Your auntie friend, or rather enemy, is here with some of the objects we desire. He appears to have been attempting to rest within the sand. He's still alive, but not awake.
Is he hurt?
He does appear to be hurt, yes. Attempting to mend himself.
I will go down.
So here's the thing. All right, go ahead and roll me. This is going to count as a intelligence saving throw for you, Maury.
Okay.
Yeah, Azuria, at this time, at the end of this next turn, yes, you will. You just won't have the D4 guidance, and you could still theoretically fall and get hurt. But yes, but that'll be here in just a moment.
Okay.
But Maury, go ahead.
I still get a D4 for the resistance, right?
That's true.
It's true. Good prep. It's so rare. I feel like I've never seen resistance work before. Good job.
I totally didn't know it would help.
But I mean, you have a minute. It lasts for a minute, and you get.
I was like, it's a cantrip, and
Yeah,
I have an
worth it.
action. Might as well.
Legitimately.
Yeah, no, it's totally
Intelligence save.
So intelligence save +4, so that's good. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So yeah, you naturally want to go like tend to him, but you realize like if you did, he might lash out, and you don't know what he's capable of. You don't have enough memory about him yet. You might have to go inspect him to go figure that out. But what you could do, because you know that you have the whole person spell, you also have Charm Monster. Worst case scenario, you could bring him back and then either paralyze him with whole person, or convince him to do what you need him to do for like a minute, as long as it's not directly harmful to himself. So you have options, but you succeeded at not immediately just hurtling down the hallway and going to immediately save him, because that was like your natural response. But with that, go ahead and give me a free history check as well. Woo! That looked like it wanted to be one for like so long. And
It
then like
did.
it was like 19. Yeah, so you remember that you have adrenaline rush. You can use dash as a bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency per long rest. So 4 per long rest. And anytime that you do, anytime that you use that action, the adrenaline rush to dash as a bonus, you'll also gain 12 temporary hit points.
Okay.
It was part of how you would rush into combat to help somebody.
Okay. So I'm going to. I think I'm still gonna like try and quietly go over there.
All right, give me a stealth.
Please be good. Please be good. I can't watch.
Okay. He stirs a little bit, like he moves like that sidewindery, slithery part, like he's stirring a little bit, but then he just kind of goes back to resting.
Okay.
But you make it over to him, and so you're trying to like inspect him.
Yeah.
All right. So you can do a medicine check because this is how you kind of like read a.
Medicine.
Okay. He's rested such that he has probably in the neighborhood of about 25% ish of his hit points, maybe a little bit more or less. You're not exactly sure. The roll's not super great, but you feel like if necessary, everybody could just like all at once gank him and he'd be like dead. So if you wanted to do what you were thinking of when you were up there before you decided to run down or not, you think that whole person or charm monster might be one way to do that without having to immediately kill him. You don't know what's going to happen after you try that, but it's up to you. Now give me a history check while you're kind of doing this and checking them.
Rip.
Womp womp. Unless somebody wants to give her or give him an inspo.
Sure, you can have one of mine.
All right. Reroll. Oh no!
Mm,
Dang.
It's
sad.
I would say at that point
unfortunate.
it's not to be, but
You've actually forgotten some of the things you've learned, so
all right. Hilarious. Okay, so you're down there. You're kind of trying to figure things out. All right, Meep, that's your last turn. On your next turn, you can do whatever else you want. Azuria, you are done drinking. You can head down now. So it's going to be athletics to get down.
Yay!
And you don't have a D4 this time.
Okay. Do well. Roll well. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. That's going to give you a slight bonus to get down the rest of the way. So go ahead and
Yay.
do the second one because it is 2 checks regardless. So it's a lot to climb.
but hey, now if you fall in the second half, you won't hurt as
Okay.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of like lose your footing a little bit, but you end up kind of recovering. So you make your way down.
Make
All right.
more-
What else? What else would you like to do? You're fine until dinner or possibly even tomorrow morning.
Do I know where people are? Can I see that? I guess I just saw them disappear. Right?
I mean, it's kind of curvy and up high. You're kind of like the angles were not good. But you can give me a perception check to see if you overhear them, or an investigation check to see if you see any foot traffic.
Perception or investigation. I think I'm gonna go with perception. I think my wisdom is more likely to be higher than my intelligence. Oh, rip! Nope.
All you see is sand. That's all you see.
Looks like I'm going this way.
So you head there. You see what looks to be like a circular cavern with some kind of lump in the middle. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation.
Okay. Well, perception. I guess I'm gonna try out an investigation. Maybe I'll learn something.
You'll see right here a lump that looks like it may have been a campfire at one time.
Uh-oh.
Without further investigation, you won't be able to ascertain the nature of that.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me a history check as a follow-up.
Okay.
Okay. That setup right there, this whole room and area looks like someplace that you could theoretically rest. Like it looks like it's well defended. Like you could theoretically take a long rest here if you needed to.
Okay.
All right. Moving back around, Gormand.
Stay here, Amber. And I would like to sneak my way back over here to see the others. We've found
Okay.
the Yuan Ti. Alive.
The who?
The one we were following.
Oh. Well,
Do we want to
You
take
see
him
his-
alive or...
You see that Azuria was kind of finding what you found previously.
The campground. I will look to Azuria's sword, or should you dispatch him quietly?
Probably not. But have you like talked to him?
He is asleep.
Azuria is overhearing this. Autumn Crescendo's overhearing this and says, we should definitely get information first because that's always better.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was thinking. You're so
but
smart.
if he was hiding, or whatever it was, because he had to be found, he's probably still dangerous. So I don't know that we let him live long after we get the info. It just depends on how he acts, I guess. Like, if he's awful, like, let's just go ahead and get rid of him because we don't really need anybody awful around us. That's stupid.
Well, he could be like us, trapped, or he could be part of the,
Right, totally. So yeah, like information first, and then probable murder. It's fine.
Yeah,
Just forget
I
that
agree.
dude. Oh, also, by the way, I don't know how much you care, but I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of magic behind that wall.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Let's deal with this yuan tea first, and then we'll get to it. That's next on the agenda.
How we can get through that wall? Like, I have no idea. Like, I don't like hitting stone. Like, it sucks.
Oh,
You've done
don't
it, like,
worry.
never fun.
I would not. I would never. Okay. Let's go deal with this yuan tea.
You're toast, my bestie. I'm so glad that we're back on track.
Meep, we found something of interest.
All right.
Let me finish drinking.
Gormand, do you want to do anything else then? Because you just were kind of gathering them together. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No, I'm just gathering them. I didn't hear the sword, so I don't know about magic behind a wall.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's fine. Maury?
Can I cast Goodberry? Just to, like, have little treats?
Yeah.
Trying to bribe.
Is Goodberry always 8, or do you roll a d8? How many?
It's always 8, I believe.
Okay.
I do not remember.
Or up to 10.
Okay.
It says up to 10.
Nice.
Up to 10? So is that a d10? Hold on. Now I want to find out. It looks like Jack left. No, I'm wrong.
I think you can choose how many, and we've just always done 8 because we like had 8 or so in our party at one point.
I think it's a choice because there's no die listed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's cool. I'm pulling it up on Wikidot. If my phone will not be awful. Up to 10. So yeah, I mean I don't know. I feel like if it was like a home campaign, I might have you roll a d10 just to see like how many berries want to manifest in your hand because you're creating magic real fruit that does awesome things. Mm-hmm. So I think for me, I would make them for like a campaign for this. No, it's fine. You can have 10.
Cool. Can I add like little just a dash of sweetness or whatever from my food supplies in my inventory?
They're
Make
berries.
them
Are they
extra
not already
appealing.
sweet
I'm
enough?
gonna say with your chef feet. I'm gonna say with your chef feet and your cook's tools. You can make them taste like anything. Do you want them to be like spicy berries? Do you want them to be like really sour? Do you want them to be like cloyingly sweet? Like, sure.
What are you aunties like?
Give me a medicine check with disadvantage. You've only ever run into like UNTs like 2 other times in your entire life.
Are we Gordon Ramsay or are we Willy Wonka?
So, all right. With that, I will say, they tend to like more savory, like where it's either like mushrooms or like meat. So it would be like closer to like a fig.
Okay.
I love
so.
that.
We'll say that today's good berries are fig berries.
Cool.
Yeah. I love pigs.
All right. That's you. Let me mark off that you cast that first level spell. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, and you healed up from earlier, so you're fine there. Let me mark that off. Okay. Very well. All right, Meep, you're done. You can climb on down. Just don't roll ones. You just roll 2 times, okay, bud?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, you're
Fine,
fine.
we're good. Whee!
Yep. All right. What do you want to do from there?
I guess we'll go over here. God, I don't
You're
know.
heading that way. All right. You don't see. Oh my gosh, there's Amber. Beep. You don't see.
What's up,
Oh.
girl?
So you're heading down here too, then? Pew, pew, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's easy to come out from there, but Amber will just stay there so that in case anybody wants to come out and come back in, then you guys don't have to worry about it. All right. So you make your way over there, Sam. Meep, what do you want to do when you get over there? Anything?
So the dude's just sleeping?
Currently, yeah. It looks like
recognize
he is trying to take a long rest, and you guys weren't loud enough through the sand to disturb him. And so far, you guys have not failed in such a way that he woke up or he did
Oh.
not. He's every once in a while he seems to stir, so it's possible that the wrong thing might do it. Now that he's unmarried, but
what's the plan here?
Does somebody have ropes?
Does anyone recognize him?
No. Do I recognize him?
Azuria, Gormand, and it looks like Mori are right there. So you three roll a history. Meep is not up there yet. So Azuria, Gormand, and Mori.
Oh. Did it? Oh, it didn't do it. I hate it when that happens. It was a 19, but it didn't roll on the thing. So let me do it again. And
Maybe
it's
it'll be a 20
19
time.
Works. It was a 1.
No. Yeah, that's your bestie. He's like the coolest. No. All right.
yeah.
No, yeah, you're like, I have never seen a UNT in my life. That thing's disgusting looking. All right. But Maury and Gormand, yeah, that's the bosun. That's the bosun 6'6". Whenever he was on guard duty, because he sometimes had to do that, he was intentionally nasty. He would sometimes spit some of his poison venom at you guys, and it would just burn, and you would just be wounded for a day. He would say, like, it seemed like he was trying to like curse you guys from time to time. Like, I don't know, the dude was just bad news. Like, he definitely seemed to be into the torment part of his job.
Oh, so he was an incel. Got it.
That feels like a reach, but okay.
More like a sadist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know enough to know what an incel is, but sadist definitely works. Meep, you were asking if anybody recognized. I think that's what you did when you went up or whatever.
That's-
And so,
What I did.
oh, okay, sorry. Well, it's still technically Meep's turn. So Meep, what were you doing?
I was going to ask what the plan was here.
I
Okay.
think we should stand over him intimidatingly. Like these people,
Yes.
like these heroes from a story I
Exactly.
read when I was a boy.
But we have to tie him down first. We have to secure him, or he
Guys.
might like attack us.
Okay,
I
I cast
can-
hold person.
No.
All right. Well, it's awesome because as soon as you cast Hold Person, he's waking up and he gets ready to respond. So I'll make his save, and then we'll go into an initiative. So
I was gonna be like, we can cast Hold Person and try and sneak the items off of him.
all right.
Well, once we cast.
Hey,
Hold
the other
Person,
option was
take him
casting
off.
Sleep, but Sleep has AoE, so...
Okay.
And
He totally fails
Yeah, we
that.
need him to
I am
talk.
marking off your second level spell, Meep.
Oh,
But
I've got a spell slots on my character sheet. I'm good.
okay. So, but that is your second level spell. So you have first levels left until long rest.
Yep.
But yeah, he's held. So at the end of each of his turns, he'll get chances to try to break out of that. But that's it. So I'm just gonna put him at the end of the round, and everybody will get a turn. So we'll start. Sam, you'll be the last right before him. Okay.
All right, everybody kick the crap out of him.
So Azuria,
yes.
he is awake, and he looks like he was about to like leap at you guys, and like almost able to like throw himself out of the sand. He's basically like he's got like one leg up in midair, the other leg is like back, like he's about to pounce and strike. He's got this mighty looking staff in one hand, and he's got like a claw ready in another, and fangs bared, and he's leaping towards you, and he's like in this frozen, like almost statue-like pose. Very, very intimidating, except for the fact that he can't do anything right now. It looks like he's basically paralyzed. You don't know if he can speak or if he even will, but it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna like walk up to him, and with Autumn crescendo in hand, like go up to him like we're buddies, and just wrap my sword arm around him. So my sword's like hanging like right in front of him.
Okay.
So like not at his neck, but it could be.
Sure.
And being like, hey, dude, what you doing here?
He's paralyzed.
Can you make it to where he can talk to us?
All right, so we're saying that this sounds like a performance check. So go ahead and roll performance.
Okay.
Because it's not exactly persuasion and it's not exactly intimidation, but it will work for performance based on your character archetype.
Okay. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, are you
Atlanta.
serious?
You're rolling so bad.
Serious?
Wow.
You have 4. Do you want to spend one?
Yes, please.
That's
All right.
actually impressive.
Yeah, you've rolled more ones than I think I've seen in a long time. There it is. That balances out.
Redemption.
That's great. That's actually the Great Divide is actually one of my favorite episodes of Avatar: Last Airbender. We'll talk about that another time. But anyway, so yeah, he kind of like, it seems like he's like straining to hiss it out, but he does hiss out in broken common. Find camp must turn prize in.
What now?
You must turn your prize in. What prize?
All right, that's your turn. You interacted and got a response. Gormand.
I would like to yank my staff out of his hand.
Okay, it's an opposed athletics check, but he does have disadvantage because he's paralyzed. So you'll probably get it. Yeah, bro, you totally got it. All right, go ahead and let's see how this memory goes. Womp womp. Okay, yeah, this is your staff. You know that's your staff, and it gives you constant shillelagh, so you don't need to cast. There's more things that it does, but you can't think about it right now.
Give this back to me.
All right. Do you want to spend your turn trying to concentrate on it and see if you figure it out next turn?
Mm-hmm. After I take it out of his head, I would immediately like to use it to bonk him on the head.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll. You have advantage. Roll an attack. Yeah, nice. You absolutely will hit him. You're gonna roll 1d8 and plus 1d4. As you swing to hit him, it glows with starlight, and the starlight like hits him as well.
So it's 1d8
roll
plus... What?
A d4. All right. Maury, immediately get a medicine check in response.
Okay.
And to be fair, just so I know, I dealt 1d8 plus my wisdom damage.
Oh. It was that shillelagh. It's constantly shillelaghed.
Cool. And it was it an auto crit because he's paralyzed?
Oh yeah, because he's paralyzed. That's true. So yeah, so I would double those 2 dice. So another 10. All right, give me a second. Maury, what was your medicine? Okay, good. He went from about a quarter of his life to like maybe less than a tenth in that hit. So he's not looking good at all. All right. It's Gorman. Amber's just waiting. If she needs to help, she will. Maury, your turn. Part of you like you feel bad that he just got hit while he was paralyzed. So you may decide to ready a hold person for the next person that tries to strike him. Or a charm monster the next person that tries to strike him, but you don't want him being killed without cause. In your mind, whatever happened before is done, and you believe he should have a to decide to do different things.
Okay.
You did hear what he said, though. So it's kind of like you don't have to make one of those readied actions. It's just you have a desire to want to.
We don't want to kill you if we don't have to. Okay, I have these, and I'll hold up the good berries. For you, but we need your cooperation first. So if you'll answer our questions, then we'll let you live.
All right, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. Because you're basically right now playing good cop, bad cop.
I actually don't know my charisma yet, so this is a
Sure
D20 roll.
Yep. All right. He says, "Let me go. We'll see." Again, very, very broken common. All right. Meep, go ahead. What do you want to do with your turn, bud?
I mean, can you give us some sort of guarantee you won't just immediately try to hurt us?
Go ahead and roll me an insight and then I'll respond, and you'll.
That was horrible.
I can't win now. Would be death.
I can't win now. Would what?
Would be death.
Would be death.
He knows it's a losing battle.
All right.
All right. I'll break concentration then. As long as...
Okay. So he immediately saves. Because you're ending the spell, so he's done. He kind of falls to the knees and says, "Property belong to another."
Is
You are?
Nick?
He may mean the coat.
I am Bosun.
Yeah, we knew that.
You are property.
Oh.
Mm,
No.
Slavery ain't cool, man.
Azuria.
mm-hmm.
I'll roll for Amber.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Is
so
it
Amber does.
initiative time?
But you roll an insight.
An insight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any of Jack's inspiration without him. So, okay.
Rip. I'm not.
All right, keep going. Do whatever you guys are gonna do, but nobody figured it out unless you guys want to spend something to try to do that. Get something.
Are there
How
others
many-
here with you?
Only survivor when robot kill captain.
was me and Captain survive. We were bringing you from ship to collect payment.
Mm,
I
Yes.
slithered to rest. Hoped Captain win. Too weak.
Where is person you sell us to?
Why did you go into broken English, Joe?
I'm trying to talk to him on his level. I don't know if he fully understands my vocabulary.
Many paths to owner. Even this cave.
This cave leads somewhere.
Your prospective owner, apparently.
Who is this person?
Mighty great dragon emperor.
Oh, wonderful. I've always wanted to meet a dragon.
I feel like this may not be the best opportunity, Meep. This might be one we have to kill.
Still gonna meet it first, right?
That's his laugh. He's like laughing at the idea that you could kill him.
How do we
You-
get to owner?
Strong. He stronger.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Down deep through cave. If not lost, we'll find him.
Oh.
Or I lead and sell you. Collect money.
Well, I mean, let's not let him lead then.
Why does he want us?
He thinks we're valuable? Oh, you mean the dragon.
Yes.
Fight. Great war. New great war.
Wait, we're supposed to be forced labor in a war, or forced fighters anyways?
Conscripted. No memory, but all skill.
Ah. That's actually pretty smart. It's like clones from Star Wars.
What is this Star Wars?
It's a good play.
Oh.
We'll leave it at that.
Great dragon emperor. Control all island. Whole continent. But son, fight. Emperor no like.
Just one dragon? Dang.
Well, we could, since he knows the path, we could take his things and have him lead us. And then once we find our location, execute.
Not lead you, if kill, only if sell.
Yes, if so.
Can we huddle up over here?
All persuasion, intimidation, and deception checks against him now have disadvantage because he's pretty sure that you guys are not going to let him sell you.
Wow, I can't believe he would come to that conclusion.
He didn't have that until you said kill him. So
This is true, fair.
Can we huddle up over here and
Wait, can I ask some questions?
Go for it.
Not by me.
Okay. All right. Sir, the robot that was fighting the captain, What happened to the robot? You don't know you ran away like a coward?
Yes. Run away,
Okay.
only coward option. Never smart option. You must never have run away.
Okay. Regardless, the captain's dead, right?
Yep. Talia
Okay.
killed him.
Cool.
I smell
Good
Captain
job, Talia.
Which, why hide?
Okay.
Heard loud sound. Saw her fly.
So Talia wrecked the ship.
Storm wrecked ship. Talia broke free. Magic. Brain not full brain.
Yes.
Did
Okay,
you see where she went?
Up.
Amazing description.
It does
Mhm.
track.
So wait, is the sun that is that is like the dragon? Is that the dragon's son? Or the
Yeah.
son of the emperor? Okay.
Yeah. Former prince.
Former prince. Why is he former prince?
Fight father.
Okay. So does the son want to rule the world through a army?
He has army.
The son has an army?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Ooh, that was almost a 1.
You're not sure if he's not exactly following your line of thought or if it's just his unfamiliarity with common. But there seems to be some sort of disconnect between the two of you, the conversation that you're trying to have with him and the way that he seems to be understanding it. You're not sure to what degree or how, but
Okay. So, okay.
So you planned to sell us to the father?
Yes, father, pay. Pay many time.
Does the son buy soldiers like this as well?
Not like this.
Okay.
How does
More
the
great
son get his
figure out
soldiers?
what was going on between their two conversations. You were able to figure out like that he didn't understand what Azuria was asking, but you said it in a way that he understood.
Yeah.
Wait, so the father has slaves and the son has commissioned soldiers.
How does the son have soldiers?
Hires from personal fund and some loyal.
Well, that's pretty nice.
Called it.
This is all for a dragon civil war, then.
Is next
Great War, which as soon as that happens, Gormand and Maury, go ahead and roll history. Amber will recognize it if you guys don't.
Yes.
Okay, Maury will get it. So Gormand, you have fought in one Great War, and you saw too much. That's why you left. Maury, you have fought in 2 Great Wars, and you still want to try to help people, to heal them, to try to help them to not want to hurt themselves or other people.
There's nothing great about war.
bloody, beautiful, mighty.
Yeah, we'll get to a point where you decide what you guys want to do with him,
Okay.
Jocelyn.
Okay.
or we'll just stop here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's getting late. But
Where can we find the sun?
Don't know location. Never met. Only know he enemy.
Okay.
Do you know his name?
do 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 do.
Does he have one?
Prince Karazinix.
Am I familiar with the name?
You can roll history
Can I
with
also
disadvantage.
roll?
Yep. Anybody can roll history with disadvantage. Gorman, if you roll, it would be just a straight roll. Azuri, are you gonna roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Aw.
Sheesh.
Okay. Okay. You maybe don't know enough about dragon histories or politics, or you're just not remembering it this time. Gorman, do you want to listen to the stars?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a dice. It doesn't matter which one, just roll one. Okay. Says
Karazinix. Adult. Father, great emperor. Mighty great worm.
Oh,
What?
we might have a hard
Can you
time
tr-
killing the father.
Oh.
He's somewhere in the tens of thousands of years old, probably.
Well, that would make it easy, right? Because he's old.
Not with dragons, no.
Alright, I hate his laugh.
Is there any other information we need from him?
Nah, can
So
we get
we're
rid of him?
not,
I don't think he's
Not
going to lead us.
and I don't know if I want to fight a dragon.
Did you take anything else from the ship?
with that, he's hearing you guys converse, and he's like, "Well, all bets are off." So while you say, "Did you take anything else from the ship?" He launches out at everybody. I need to put him on here. Hold on.
I believe in you.
What we'll do is we'll do this surprise attack, and then we'll pause it here. You guys will probably
Okay.
kill him pretty quick because he has almost no health left, but he might hurt you guys first.
We can start off next
where-
session with an insta win.
Yeah. Where are other NPCs that I didn't make?
Go to
Because
NPCs.
he's based you on T with some bonus things that I have
Okay.
for him, and it's easy enough for me to do the bonus things.
Do you have the modules loaded?
Probably.
So under modules for your activation.
Oh, so if I be bestiary, I can get the
yes,
bestiary.
you're gonna want the bestiary.
All right, and then
And then you
not
should
that
be
guy.
able to search for Yuan T in the NPCs box. You open the NPCs search. You should be able to search for Yuan T. There's likely going to be some in there. If they're not, then I can get you the stat block in the game relatively easy, or I can give you a stand-in. It should.
I don't know why, but they just all disappeared. Okay, never mind.
What disappeared?
That's fine. They came back.
Oh, okay.
should the rest of us go ahead and roll initiative?
Sure. He'll get the surprise attack, and then
Yeah.
that'll be.
Wow.
Actually, real decent initiative for once.
I cannot. I
I
cannot.
rolled good. Good job, me. Good job, Maury. We're initiate.
I didn't roll mine as initiative because I didn't know what my initiative bonus was. So it'll need to be entered in manually.
Well, you know what? It's not letting me. I'm not being able to pull up a UNT somehow. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
So,
So
when-
it's fine. It's fine. I just don't even worry about it. It's fine. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time, but I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. He's basically going to like finish his leap, and instead of leaping out into the middle of the area, he leaps past you guys, and
Oh my
then
gosh. What's wrong with me?
okay, Azuria, Gormund, okay, Meep, and Mori, okay, and Amber.
I'm
Okay.
dead.
So, Mori, you'll save and take half. But all of you guys get zapped with what is essentially a poison acid lightning bolt.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody except for Mori takes 39. Mori, you will take 19.
Can I
My-
cast rebuke the
Hold on, wait
violent?
one second. Hold on, wait a second. That's not exactly true. Hold on, wait a second. Let me go through because. So Amber will take 19 even with the fail. Meep, when you did that, you know that you had advantage on that save, so you go ahead and roll for that. That's part of your Zephyr studded leather. So roll another saving throw of Dex, please. Sam, you still there?
Huh? What? Sorry.
Can you roll another Dex save? Because you have advantage on Dex saves.
Oh, sweet. Well, that wasn't any bad.
Do I?
Well,
Do
that
I
was
have
slightly better.
advantage on
No.
saves?
You have advantage on saves,
Aw, dang it.
but you do have evasion.
That's
You do have evasion. You
I
do have
don't.
evasion. So,
I
well,
don't
you,
have evasion.
well, you do. Don't worry about
What?
just trust
that.
him.
We'll get to that when we get to. Effectively, you do. So you take only 19, Azuria.
Okay.
So let's see. Azuria has minus 19. Mori has minus 19. Gormand has minus 39. Jack is minus 19, and actually, Meep, you do save, so that'll give you the half of 19 as well. So only one person took full. But everybody's there, and then we'll go ahead and roll initiative, and I'll just put that order in for next time. So go ahead, everybody roll initiative. I'll
We
give.
already did.
Yeah, I think most
Oh,
of
I'm
us.
Okay, sorry. Can you go ahead and tell me?
Yeah, so
It's on the combat tracker. I think
I
it
rolled a
automatically-
19. Meep rolled his 15. Let me go back and check those. Yeah, Azaria rolled a 2. I rolled a 19. Meep rolled a
Okay, hold on.
15.
Okay, because some of you guys have some of your numbers and some of you don't, so that's why. All right, so
So I was full health, right?
you were full, but now you're not.
Yeah, I can't put in any
And
wounds
then-
because my max health is 0 at the moment.
We'll get there. We'll
We'll
figure it out for next time.
I'll figure it
You
out
guys
for
to
next
be
time. We're
able to
good. Do me a favor.
All right.
On your main page in the ADJ adjustment tab, just type
Yeah.
100.
Do you want us to tell you the initiative rolls without any of the additional stuff?
I'm looking at the chat log, so
Okay.
I'm quick. Let me roll for. Okay. You guys, that was you guys. So you can kind of fine tune some of your stuff. You guys may want to know what those rolls were or whatever.
Okay. So
I'm gonna these as well, but we'll keep going. Hold on. So, not Gordon Ramsay. That D20, is that a 20 initiative? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 42 health. Should be. Because I took 10 from the fall and then 19 from the acid.
Oh, well, you get healed? No, yeah, you got healed from the
Oh, I
fall
did?
because he came over and medic kit you, healers kit you.
Did
And
it heal me all the way up? Or is it the 7?
You were healed all the way up before, but now you're back down. You've lost 19 from that. So
Okay.
okay, I'll put that in next time. Okay, we'll get going so everybody can go to bed and all that good stuff. But yeah, you could theoretically kill him and then speak with Dead, and maybe he'll be receptive to that. Maybe he won't. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But you know that you can speak with Dead. So, all right. It's been fun. It's super late for everybody, so we're going. I have to be honest. I'm hyped because I finally got to interact with you guys more directly. So that was fun.
Lord.
Even if you guys don't like his laugh. All right.
All right. Goodbye, stream. Appreciate you and YouTube. We will see you next time. Bye bye.